Chelsea going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And this is now today's
So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
So that's got things underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Passionate, emotional, blood-boiling, sometimes angry, always the same, yet every time a little different. Impressive jump! But he's left disappointed. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Bentancur. And Spence. Now it's Richarlison. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Looking for options for movement. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of...
Chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now it's Gallagher.
This is the time you need that pace.
Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And the shot! It's a loose ball. Kinski herring. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Richarlison. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Udogie. Plays a sharp little ball here. Good ball, good, decent chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So it is still 0-0. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Isak. Sarr. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Referee has just said play on. Gallagher. And it's Porro. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez. Cross goes in there. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Hernandez. This is a promising build-up. Musiala. Oh, good spread. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nice-looking ball. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. And here's Richarlison. Koundé does well not to be outdone there. Sarr. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Musiala. Alexander-Arnold. Sends it crossfield. And it's Valverde. Mbappe has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. And it's Musiala. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Bentancur does really well to win the ball there. Spread to the right. Spence. He is through here. Richarlison. Perez attempts a clearance. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Koundé. Spread out to the left. And that has left him in a heap. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro making good progress on the right-hand side. Looking to play him in. Pedro Porro puts them all in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Gallagher. Pedro Porro tries a cross.
There will be
Safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Richarlison. Musiala. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
That was
I
the
have to
first
say,
half.
I think it's a good
Let's hope
performance.
the boys
But
can
it's
turn it
clear
up for
that
the
they
second.
need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So, right back into the action.
Chelsea are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Now it's Mbappe. Bentancur. And Danso. Richarlison. Tell. Lovely feet. Driven in. Valverde. And it's Musiala. Now Mbappe. That has not gone well. Gallagher. And it's Spence. Tell. It's gone for a throw-in. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Can he finish? No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Perez. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Mbappe, Hernandez gets into a good position. That's Taylor. Musiala just eases him off the ball. Now it's Richarlison. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Perez. And it's Koundé. Just about up to the hour now. Mbappe running with intent. Koundé. And still we await the first breakthrough. Now that looks a decent ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Udogie and Spence. Bentancur is number 5 in the list of assists in the league this year. And it's Spence. Valverde. Taylor. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Musiala. Now it's Richarlison. Gallagher. He shifted it to the flank. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Gallagher. Now it's Isak. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Sarr. Gallagher. Now Tell. Now it's Richarlison. Now it's Tell. And here's Richarlison. That's a decent clearance. It's run loose here.
Tottenham clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, that's fabulous. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Richarlison. And he welcomes it in. Koundé. Valverde.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Threads one in. It's played through for him. He's got away. João Palhinha.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Out towards the flank. Sarr crosses it in. Danso tries to clear. It's a threatening ball. Pedro Porro.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Shapes to shoot! Nearly, but not quite.
Musiala is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he was quick to react. Oh, he's found support out wide. And here's Isak. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
And it's ended on as
That's
even
where we have
today.
to end it. From me,
A big
Peter
round of
Drury,
applause
and
to
my
both sets of
co-commentator
players who
Jim
gave it their
Beglin.
all.
A very good evening to you all. A warm welcome to all of you on this utterly glorious day. Positive
Hello,
vibes all
everybody,
around
and
us,
welcome to
lie on
today's
perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. I'm your commentator,
Please
Peter
welcome
Drury,
everyone.
and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Today's lineup.
Who do you, Jim, see
Number
making the difference
22.
here?
I think Calvert-Lewin is amongst the best English strikers when inside the box. Yes, he's a good target, that's a threat alone, but it's the way he moves in and around the box, those staggered runs, the way he's learning to become more elusive in dangerous areas. This guy is a real threat.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. So it's down to business here. Nemecha. It's a throw-in. Can he get on the end of this? Tanaka picks it up out wide. Musiala threads one in. Now it's Isak. Isak! Strauch. And it's Ampadu. Aronson. Now Bogle. Tries to pass it through.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Taylor. And it's Musiala. Now it's Isak. Mbappe. Biol with the clearance.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
It's a promising position. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of...
Takes a shot! And he's done it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
After 16 minutes is number 9, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And no, he's seen through all of that. And it's Aronson. Bogle. Oh, that's nice. And that's aimed into the middle. That's travelling a long way. It's a searching pass. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? To a good position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ampadu. And here's Calvert-Lewin.
Calvert-Lewin really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Valverde. They want to be quick to recover this.
Chelsea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bogle. Now it's Aronson. Bogle.
Leeds definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Isak. And it's Musiala. Spread out to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's cut it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That'll be a throw-in. Hernandez. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Delivery from Mbappe. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Justin can get it clear. He's having a pop! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on. Chelsea truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? Oh, Red, nice interception. Hernandez. Valverde. Now Mbappe. Now it's Isak. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ampadu. Aronson, who's set up one goal so far. Tanaka. No, that's been intercepted. Taylor. Koundé. Perez. Taylor. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now Mbappe. And it's Valverde. Well seen, saw that coming. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Sarr. Isak. And that brings the first half to a close. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Chelsea go in at half-time with a game to chase.
And we're well on top.
It's been a pretty tepid display.
In the second half.
They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second period is on the way.
Chelsea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Valverde. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. It's Calvert-Lewin! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That's not going far. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's had it nicked away. Ampadu. Nemecha. Good ball, good take. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And it's Tanaka. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Musiala is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. And he was quick to react. Calvert-Lewin. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodon cuts it out. Strauch. Biol. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Now Ampadu. Tries to play it through. And that's Aronson. Bogle looking to hit the byline here. Sarr. Now, can they get him away? That ball looks a good one. And he shoots! Oh, a very decent attempt. And that has been cleared.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Crosses it in. Calvert-Lewin looking understandably energised after his goal. Tanaka. Strauch. And it's Justin. And it's Tanaka. Rodon. Ampadu. Aronson. Tanaka. Now it's Calvert-Lewin.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Taylor. Spread to the right. For Valverde. That has been slung wide. Now it's Mbappe. No way through.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Taylor. Oh, no joy this time. Chelsea very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
And here's Calvert-Lewin. Very nicely done. Lofted. Calvert-Lewin! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Leeds can
Number
make their
14.
change now with a break in play.
Calvert-Lewin.
Taylor.
They're
Coming on the
avoiding the
field,
blatantly obvious by
number
not getting the
14,
ball into the
number
opposition box.
19,
That's where it has to be.
Okafor. Number 10.
It's Hernandez. Now it's Isak. Isak stood his ground strongly. Oh, it's come loose. And he's really put himself on the line here. Tanaka with the clearance. Hernandez. Look at the space here. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. We thought they were done, but never say never. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So all... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Musiala taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Well, thanks for your company, Jim, and a very good day to you. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's lineup.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I've always been a fan of this fella, Kyle Walker, who's amongst the most established fullbacks in the game, cited by so many top players as being a nightmare to face. It's very rare to see him beaten in a one-on-one situation. He just knows how to use his strength and pace to terrific effect.
Goes for a shot! Magnificent from Musiala! A finish right from the top draw. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Mbappe. Isak is onto this. Played out to the left flank. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Driving through the middle. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Anthony! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Valverde. And it's Musiala. And he's had it nicked away. Hannibal. Over to the right flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Taylor. Musiala. Tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And no, he's seen through all of that. And he's heaved it away. And it's Musiala. And it's made its way. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Burnley really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Musiala has found the net here, of course. Alexander-Arnold finding himself in space. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chona clears. Koundé wins the duel this time. Hernandez. For Musiala.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Florentino Luis. Ugochukwu. Goes looking wide. No, that's been intercepted. Sarr, who does have an assist to his name. Musiala. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Ugochukwu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now that looks a decent ball. Sarr. Valverde. And Hernandez. Mbappe. Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Sarr. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Anthony getting this one clear. He's on it, tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Sarr really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Walker with the clearance. That's a nicely weighted pass. He'll try from distance! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Musiala and Sarr. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
This is the time you need that pace.
Florentino Luis. Hugo Chukwu. Quality ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Hernandez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Valverde. And Alexander-Arnold. And for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
That's
Chelsea come in leading by...
45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Chelsea just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
So we're off again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
It's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Isak. Hugo Chukwu. Burnley can breathe again. Just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Delivery from Mbappe. Chouna. Now it's Isak. Shifted it to the flank. Hernandez. Now he's had a shot! And no mistake! And this is getting better and better. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood. And he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Defending of the desperate variety.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Backward it goes. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Sarr. So we've reached the hour mark. Chouna. Oh, he's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Koundé, Musiala, Valverde, Sarr. This looks promising. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Anthony. He's having a hit! He's got away. Elects to cross. Neuer claims it without any fuss. Hernandez. He is through here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. They've played it short. And the shot! Loose. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Very nicely done. And here's Broja. Musiala deals with that comfortably. And that was very necessary. Half an hour gone in the second half. Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Anthony. Now Ugochukwu. Anthony. That's Hannibal. And they win it back again. Nicely spread. Sarr. Taylor. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Showing good feet. Isak. Towering header! No, not the best of headers.
Substitutions taking place.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Koundé. Chelsea have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Alexander-Arnold. This is a promising build-up. Now this could be a chance. Played back. It's a pretty loose pass. Broja. Chance here to counter. Looking for the run. Walker providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Burnley clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Ugochukwu. Spread it left. Anthony. Pings it up. And a header! And that is as much as we have time for. Chelsea win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Isak voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.
Packing. Thank you everyone for your support today. You are more than just our 12th man.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
And this is now today's
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, this guy, Bruno Guimaraes, is going to be the man who I see as the one who brings balance to the team. I think when he's on the ball, yes, he can be a strong runner, but he's become a very central pivot now in making sure that he helps break lines going forward and denies line breaking for his defence. So he's become a big factor now in any team he functions in.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So off we go then. This is one of today's standout fixtures between teams who are meeting for the second time this season. And here's Isak. He's having a pop! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the shot! They've scored! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Minutes is number 10, Federico Valverde.
Newcastle finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That has been slung wide. Nice control. Well seen. Saw that coming. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And he's in on goal. Bruno Guimaraes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good spread.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Guimaraes. He'll try from distance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Koundé. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Taylor. Spread to the right. Sarr gets into a good position. In towards the back stick. Pope claims it without any fuss. Valverde. Hernandez. And it's Musiala. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Knocks it into space. And it's been hooked away. Chelsea have reclaimed it. Chelsea currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. And here's Isak.
Isak really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Murphy. Oh, that's neat. Looking for the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bruno Guimaraes. Valverde looking to add to his goal. Plays a sharp little ball here. Caught offside that time. Bruno Guimaraes. He's shifting through the gears here. Murphy. And that's played in low. And it's been taken short. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And now a sudden chance to counter. Taylor. And it's Valverde. Mbappe. Ah, he's had it taken off him.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Hall. Perez. And it's Musiala. Hall. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Bruno Guimaraes has the fourth most assists in the league this year. Chelsea are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. This looks promising. Now this could be a chance. Lovely bit of skill. Hall did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Willock. Now it's Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. Pass is just off target.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's just playing it safe and simple. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, and that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Chelsea come in leading by
So
just the odd goal.
We believe the boys
Yeah, on the
can turn
face of it,
around.
it looks a fair
Of course
reflection
they
of
will.
what we've all seen, Peter.
Everyone
Some
please
incisive
welcome
play
our
one
players to the
side,
field.
battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Chelsea can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're off again. Chelsea currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Thiaw threads one in. Osula. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Oh, sweet feet. He's on it. Real chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Alexander-Arnold. To Musiala. And Sarr. Now it's Isak. Sarr. Sarr showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Willock. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Chelsea are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Spread it left. Good ball, good take. And it's Hernandez. Well, there's the clearance. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
Hernandez. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Sarr. Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Newcastle choosing
Coming on
to
the
make the
field
first
is
change.
Well, this could be an indication that the
Wissa.
team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Wissa. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Murphy, plays it across, and it's hoisted clear. He's in a great position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Willock. It's an early cross. He leaps for it! No, not the best of headers. Taylor.
Chelsea are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Sarr. This is promising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Half an hour gone in the second half. Played out to the left flank. That pass isn't the best.
Newcastle really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Sarr receives just the keeper in his way. Real chance here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Chelsea needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. Koundé. It's a pretty loose pass. Jacob Murphy. Spread out to the left. Drives it in. And a header! Perez attempts a clearance.
Newcastle really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Chelsea close now to seeing this one through to the end. Mbappe is onto this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the finish! He's beaten the keeper. It is close, but that is the line. Chelsea have done it. Happy in the knowledge that they've taken maximum points. Mission accomplished. Valverde picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Chelsea, honestly, could have done themselves a real favour by trying to make more of what they had in the minutes after the goal. But with the control they had, they were never really under threat of losing this, Peter.
Let's hope for better luck next time.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt.
Number 1.
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So that's got things underway. Yes, of course, round 2 between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And it's Valverde. Oh, what a ball! Isak gets flagged offside. Musiala. Nico Gonzalez. Hernandez. And it's Koundé. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Reinders. Savinho. Now it's Reinders. Over to the right flank. Now it's Sarr. Ruben Dias with the slide tackle there. Oh, good spread. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Savinho. And he's picked it up out wide. Ah, oh, such a clever touch. Bernardo Silva. Ake. Savinho. The ball goes in. Oh, great leap! Not a bad try by any means.
Foden certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Mbappe is only bettered by one man in terms of assists this season. Chelsea yet to have an attempt on goal. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bernardo Silva. That's a good ball out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Valverde. Distributed tidily. Sarr. And it's Valverde. Gonzalez simply refused to be outdone there. Foden. Valverde. He's looking wide. Now it's Mbappe. Clipped into space, goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hernandez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And they've got a throw. Musiala. Lovely feet. Valverde cross and a header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Not the most accurate pass. And the shot! He scored! And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
After 29 minutes is number 14, Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Stood up well to him there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Lewis. Now Semenyo. Now it's Reinders. Spread to the right. He's found a way past. And here's Semenyo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Semenyo. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo's... Can he finish? And he's there to belt it away. He's having a hit! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Foden certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Taylor.
Chelsea can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Nico Gonzalez. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Now Semenyo. That's destined for the flank. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now it's been... And the finish! Same again, same outcome.
Manchester really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
1 minute added time.
That looks a good ball through. Now it's Sarr.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
That's the
Chelsea up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Let's look forward to more to come
I
in the
think
second
on the
half.
whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their
Everyone,
position.
please
They can
welcome to the
afford to be a
field.
little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Chelsea are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. We're on the move again. Chelsea currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Valverde is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Taylor, and it's Musiala. Nicely spread. Now it's Sarr. Isak takes a shot! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Bernardo Silva.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Bullish header! And that's a good finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Chelsea are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Stones. Ruben Dias. Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Foden. Played out towards the right wing. Semenyo has it in a wide position. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Chelsea are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Bernardo Silva. Sabinho. No outsmarting him this time. Taylor. And Sarr. Gonzalez does well to get it back. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, sweet feet. Great ball, and he's in here. He's done well to get that clear. Oh, that's neat. Bernardo Silva. And that has been knocked clear. Well, they could break here. And it's Hernandez. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Taylor. Koundé. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Lewis. Semenyo. Here's Nico Gonzalez. And he's quick to return it. Semenyo. Spread it left. Mbappe has created one goal already. Semenyo. Lewis. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And it's Bernardo Silva. Always goal side. Spread out to the left. Here comes the cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Isak. And it's Musiala. Hernandez.
That was lovely, that.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Nico Gonzalez. No way through there. Now it's Musiala. And here's Mbappe. Taylor. Over to the right flank. Sarr finding himself in space. Good ball, good take. And the shot! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. They were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Pinches it off him. Chelsea are closing in on a comfortable win. And here's Marmoush. Doku has it out wide and in space. Oh, that's nice. Here, Haaland! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Musiala. Stones kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's going wide left. Great vision. Ake. Lovely bit of skill.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Savinho. 2 minutes to be added on. Isak gets on his bike and on the move. And that will be the final act. Chelsea win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Musiala taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good afternoon all.
So there it is, everyone. Now big up for our players.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all
today's
the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Please welcome
Well, thanks,
everyone.
Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
And this is now today's lineup.
Sunderland have gone with
Number
a
20,
4-5-1, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So we're up and running. Now it's Isak, and he's got away from him, and he's intervened well there. Sunderland do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's neat. Now there's... and the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. They've played it short. This looks promising.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Isak. He's shifting through the gears here. Mukiele did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Brobbey. Perez. Koundé. Now it's Musiala. Mbappe. That's the keeper's ball. And they've got rid. Now it's Isak. Musiala. That is good strength. Now it's Brobbey. He shifted it to the flank. Lefay. Valverde. Chelsea so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Petrauda.
Sunderland definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Perez. Alexander-Arnold. For Musiala. Sarr. And the pass is intercepted. Brobbey. And it's Lefay. Looking for options for movement. Lovely feet. Thinks about the shot. He's found some space. Lefay. Header! He will be livid with himself.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Perez. Taylor looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mukiele. Granit Xhaka. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Sarr. And here's Isak. Valverde. Isak. And that was very necessary. Delivery from him, and a header! Not a bad try by any means. Reinildo. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. He's had it taken off him. Perez. Alexander-Arnold. Taylor. And it's Musiala. Sarr is onto this. He's there and gets it away. Reinildo gets it away. Tries one from range. Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Reinildo. Lefay. Great vision. Perez cuts out the pass. Taylor. Valverde.
There will be
And it's
1 minute
Musiala.
added time.
And Sarr. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So there was the first half.
So it's been
Chelsea
even so
certainly
far.
have plenty
Which
of
way will
positives
things
to
go in
take
the
from
second
that
half?
first half, especially
Ours,
the
of
way
course.
they were able to
Everyone,
turn it
please
on in the
welcome
last
our
few
players
minutes.
to the
I can
field.
see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. We're on the move again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Koundé. Valverde. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Brobbey. And that pass just didn't quite work. Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. Taylor. Sadiki. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Aimed beyond the defence. It's made its way to him. Cross into the box. And it's claimed by the keeper. Sarr. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. And it's Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Sarr. Delivered low. And now they can clear their lines.
The attendance for this
So what can they make of this?
28,599.
Now it's Lefebvre. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now it's Isak. Musiala. Musiala going face-to-face with his great rival. Sarr! And yes, it's there! A century of appearances and a goal so richly deserved. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Sunderland choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Number 10.
So the first moment of real significance.
Number 14.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Koundé, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Here comes the cross. Sadiki. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Spread it left. Now it's Brobbey. Brobbey is flagged offside.
Sunderland really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Coming on the field, number 19, number 18.
Sadiki. And it's Xhaka. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Spread out to the left. He's picked his way through. A real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared away. And that's a throw-in. He's in a great position here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Chelsea clearly looking to hold on here right to the end. Oh, a delicate chip through. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Reynaldo. Musiala simply refused to be outdone there. Could move up a gear here. Mukiele cuts it out. Good ball, good take.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's found a way through. Played out wide. Taylor. Hernandez. Chelsea close now to seeing this one through to the end. Sarr picks it up out wide.
There will be 3 minutes.
That is lovely. Musiala. That's very neat. Now this could be a chance. And he was alert to it.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Chelsea have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Sarr taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Chelsea really deserved this result, it has to be said. I mean, especially for all the effort and endeavour they showed after the break. There was genuine purpose and intent in everything they tried to do, and I think they deserve it.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And this is now today's lineup.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And we're underway. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. Chelsea are playing in hope here, winning alone not enough for the title. Nice physical challenge. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Sarr. Driven in. Oh, good effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Perez. That could spell trouble. That's been slipped through. Bono! Alexander-Arnold. For Musiala. Now it's Sarr. Musiala. Nicely weighted ball. And that's played in low. And that's the keeper's ball. Sarr. Isak. Valverde. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. Shaw. Quarter of an hour played. Still goalless at the moment. Dorgu. And he's forced to go back. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Mazraoui. And it's Mainoo. Ahmad. Goes looking wide. Plays the return pass. Great pressure, plenty of it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe. That has found him in acres of space. Bruno Fernandes. Burmo. Good ball, good take. Out towards the flank. He's on it, can shot a goal! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Taylor. And Sarr. And it's Musiala. Taylor. And Hernandez. Taylor. It's a searching pass. Pass is just off target. Martinez. Isak. Mbappe has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Played back into the centre. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He might be in here! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Isak, looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Ahmad. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Mount. Now it's Ahmad. Now has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be. Sarr. Looking for the run. That's the keeper's ball. That's the end of the first 45. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. That gets us going once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Perez. Hernandez. Mbappe. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes has the 4th most assists in the league this year. That has been slung wide. Alexander-Arnold. Sarr. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Martinez. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Taylor. Menu. Now Diallo. Burmo. Perez gets a foot in here, tries to play it through. That's going wide left. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Mazraoui. No, he refuses to take the bait. Mazraoui made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Taylor. Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. Shaw kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Takes a shot! Oh, it's gone in! This could be big! This could be massive! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Chelsea have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Alexander-Arnold. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Can he get it through? No, that's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And Bono, and he's certainly onside here. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the pass is intercepted. 75 minutes played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. So, counting down to a coronation. Spread out to the left. Now, this could be a chance. Chelsea have a free kick.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Sarr. Over to the other side. Holding on to the slenderest of leads here. Minutes must feel like hours. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good... Impressive jump!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, he didn't quite meet it right. keeper has taken decisive action. Mount.
Manchester United really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Sarr, he's shifting through the gears here. And that's been drilled in. Very much into the last knockings.
2 added minutes has been
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Bruno Fernandes. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. And they have won it. This is the ultimate moment. The scenes before us illustrate just what it means to them. This is how it is to be the greatest team in England.
Well, Peter, first of all, it's only right for us to offer our congratulations. And what a privilege it has been to witness another title decider. The excitement, the expectation, the drama, it really is incomparable.
Well, it is, of course, moments like this that make it all worthwhile. Keep us coming back week in, week out. This is where we must finish for today, for this season, but we will be back when it all starts up again.
So there it is, everyone. Now big up for our players.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous
Hello, everybody,
afternoon.
and welcome
The
to
sun
today's
beaming
match.
down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams.
Everyone,
I'm
please
Peter Drury,
welcome our
and providing
players.
analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Begley.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And this is now today's
Who do you think
lineup.
this turns on, Jim?
Number
Yeah,
one,
Bernd Leno.
Bernd Leno.
I think his presence might make all the difference for this team. He's got lightning-fast reactions and a coolness under pressure that allows him to make the big one-on-one saves. He's also very reliable under the high ball or when he's dealing with crosses, and I'd expect the whole defence to play with a bit more assurance with him in place.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. There's the whistle, and here we go. Yes, of course, round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. Bob. And the shot! He's scored! And the game springs instantly to life.
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Smith Rowe is right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. So, a breakthrough already. Sarr proves just a little bit too strong. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's quick to return it, played with finesse. Bob. Now it's Muniz. Castagna. And here's Muniz, Rodrigo Muniz! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Musiala. And he's lost his man here. Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Fulham are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Chelsea have conceded twice already. This is a horribly uncomfortable predicament for them. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Bob picks it up out wide, and it's Castagna. That's a lovely pass. Elects Rodrigo Muniz! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Taylor.
Chelsea are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Bob. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Bassi. Fulham are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Now it's Isak. It's a really well-measured ball. Sarr providing an outlet on that flank. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is ended up in no man's land. Turns back here, probably the best option. Valverde. That's going wide left. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Castagna. Now it's Bob. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Musiala. And it's Musiala. Valverde. And Hernandez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Now it's Sarr. Oh, that's nice. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Smith Rowe. Looking to play him in. Smith Rowe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Sarr. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bob, who does have an assist to his name. Now this could be a chance. Musiala. Sarr.
There will
Valverde.
be 1 minute added
Nicely
time.
shaped ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And the referee says that that is that for the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to
That's
try
the
and get
first
back
half.
in this game.
Let's
And
hope for
it's
more of
easier
the
said than
same.
done, as we know.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
The second period is underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Bassi. Nicely spread. And Bob. He's in a great position here. Now it's Bob. Aims beyond the defence. So no flag here.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And the pass is intercepted. Bob. Smith Rowe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Iwobi. Berger. To space. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's neat. Tries to cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Rodrigo Muniz. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
After 60
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
A case now of complete control.
The attendance for this match was
And he's forced to go back.
29,514.
Hernandez. So we've reached the hour mark. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
He's sharing a smile or two as he's leaving the pitch, Peter. I think his contribution is widely appreciated.
Coming on the field is number
Diop.
8, Wilson.
And Bassi. Berger. Now it's Muniz. Now it's Wilson. And here's Muniz. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
That's a good ball out wide. Bob. This looks shapes to shoot! Lacking in accuracy.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Valverde. Hernandez. And it's Musiala. Alexander-Arnold. And Sarr. Berger. Wilson. Diop. Iwobi. Castagna ventures forward. Oh, that's fabulous. He's on it. Can he get away? Tries one from range. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Wilson really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Isak. Now it's Sarr. Sarr makes a move down the right. Half an hour gone in the second half. Nice looking ball. And that should get the job done. Fulham can make their change now with a break in play. Raul to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Raul Jimenez. Number 13.
Hernandez with the delivery.
Sessegnon.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Castagna. Iwobi. And it's Castagna. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Here's Berger. And it's Robinson.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Isak.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. And that's a dangerous ball. Bob. Castagna. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. It's a good run he's making out on the left. And it's Sessegnon. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
2 added minutes has been
And he's picked out the run. Mbappe, he's found a way through. Flashes it across. And that will be the final act. A shrug, a rueful stare at his counterpart, but the manager knows that the story has gone against him. It's a defeat that hurts. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Chelsea desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So that's it for today. Thank you, Jim.
And another
And
fantastic
good afternoon
win
all.
for the boys today. Thank you very much for your support.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all the
welcome to
ingredients for a
today's
showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me
Please welcome
will be Jim
everyone.
Becklin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And this is now today's
Jim, who do you
lineup.
pick out as the telling individual
Number
today?
1,
Well, Peter,
Manuel
I would
Neuer.
think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. So that's got things underway. So they meet again, these sides resuming hostilities at the start of the second half of the season. Can he get it through? Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Valverde. Mbappe. Good ball, good take. Lobbed in behind. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! And he's done it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Number 7, Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now he's off and running. Hwang Hee-chan. Shapes to shoot! That was mighty close. Taylor. Chelsea leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he was quick to react. Musiala. And it's Valverde. And it's Hernandez. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's picked it up out wide. Nice control. It's a goal kick. Perez. Chelsea already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Hwang Hee-chan. Great vision. Gomez gets into a good position. Ball swung in. Neuer claims it safe hands. Mbappe has assisted more league goals than anyone else this season. And here's Isak. It's a really well-measured ball. Wolverhampton are a team known for their direct brand of football, so Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those balls from a little deeper. And then secondly, you need someone up front to be able to hold on to it.
He's having a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Isak deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Gomez. Space for him to turn and look. Skims one in. And that is well cleared.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Hwang Hee-chan. Showing good feet. And he goes for a shot! Drills one. In he goes again! And he's managed to get rid. Searching pass he's played there. And he's there to belt it away. They've played it short. He is just caressing the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. Taylor. And Hernandez. Mbappe.
Chelsea really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Nicely weighted ball. Musiala has created one goal already. Oh, that's a key interception. Hernandez. Valverde. Gomez. And it's made its way to him. Hernandez goes long. Sarr. Chelsea couldn't do a whole lot with it there.
There will be 1
They could do with
minute
more
at a
sharpness in
time.
their passing. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. Musiala. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Chelsea coming in at half-time, leading by
Let's hope
1
for
goal
more
to
of the
nil.
same.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent.
Everyone, please welcome
but
to the
I can't help
field
feeling
our
that their
players.
efforts deserved that little bit more.
Chelsea are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we get things going again. Chelsea leading courtesy of the game's only goal. He's on it, can he get away? He's having a hit! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
And here's Isak. He's in a great position here. So Isak! Isak is flagged offside. Ball's played through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Gomez. Perez wins the duel this time. Koundé. Valverde. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Hwang Hee-chan. Musiala gets a foot in here. That's a good ball out wide. Gomez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well timed, excellent interception. So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And here's Isak. Isak! Oh, that was no routine save.
Isak clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Wolverhampton are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Hwang Hee-chan.
Oh, really well played.
This looks promising. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That has been slung wide. Oh, played right into his path.
Wolverhampton really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Valverde. And here's Mbappe. Chance for a shot! Oh, good finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, winning the ball back that high up the pitch obviously reduces the distance from goal, and it was his pressure that forced the mistake.
Number 8.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Substitutions taking place.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That'll be a throw-in. Isak. Shot, surely! And that is wildly off target.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Neuer sends that a long way. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Chelsea can consider themselves just about safe now. Over to the right flank. Threads one in. This might spell danger. And he's certainly onside here. Isak showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hwang Hee-chan. Oh, that is a nice touch. Alexander-Arnold. Koundé. Chelsea clearly now in lead preservation mode. Taylor. Gomez. Spread to the right. Tries to play it through. There's the shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he shoots! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal, pinches it off him. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Chelsea have done their thing. They were driven by a desire to maximise every game, and they have won this one. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Chelsea definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Now big up for our players.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very... So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And now, lining up.
The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launch pad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
So we're up and running. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. It's a throw-in. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a lot has been said about Martin Ødegaard, and some of his former coaches have mentioned the fact that he can get the ball in very small places and find solutions. And that's a rare skill which he's been able to hone on his travels, which are wide and long. Now, this is exactly what this team needs from him. Let's see if he can produce it.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, this could be a chance. Musiala. Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. And he's managed to get free. And here's Isak! Not the most convincing of passes. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And here's Martinelli. Now it's Ødegaard. Valverde. So it is still 0-0. And Koundé. Perez. And it's Koundé. Valverde. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Madueke tries to pass it through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. Looking here to chip it through. In comes the corner. Madueke plays it short. Now it's Madueke. That's a cute ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Calafiori. Ball swung in, and he's there to clear it. Done delicately. Hernandez gets it away. He's looking wide. He's found space here. Alexander-Arnold chooses to go crossfield. Now it's Mbappe. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Threads one in. Oh, cracking ball. Ødegaard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end, it's fruitless. And here's Jesus.
Gabriel Jesus really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Hernandez. Neither side, and it is reclaimed easily. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. That's Taylor. Musiala. Gabriel Jesus. Now it's Madueke. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. To Martinelli. And it's Ødegaard. Shifted it to the flank. So a temporary halt to the action. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. Away we go again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Mbappe. Ødegaard. Looking for the run. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? It's a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a little off target. That has been slung wide. Mbappe! Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Chelsea still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Can he get it through? And that's aimed into the middle. Neuer claims comfortably. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So we've reached the hour mark. Madueke. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a good position. And the finish! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Arsenal, number 9.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Havertz to come on. A change that happened. Oh, good play! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
No, again, there's no way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Hernandez. Mbappe. And it's Ødegaard. Now, can they get him away? Hernandez.
Chelsea really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that was nowhere near his best. And it's been hooked away. Calafiori. And Morgard. And here's Havertz. He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 29.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Trossard coming on here. The change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Alexander-Arnold. Taylor. And it's Hernandez. And here's Valverde. Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Crosses in it. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 36.
Arsenal have opted to make another change here.
Number 20, Madueke. Number 16,
Rice.
Morgard.
Now Odegaard.
Coming on the field,
Saka.
number 12.
Now it's Trossard. Now it's Martinelli.
Bukayo Saka. Number 41.
Odegaard. Ambitious ball here. All up with that dink over the top.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Chelsea very much running into the last chance saloon.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Valverde. 5 minutes left on the clock. And it's Valverde. That's Taylor.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Chelsea really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
There will be 3 minutes added
Timber.
time.
Rice. We are into stoppage time. And the return pass. And here's Mbappe, looking for a runner. And that should get the job done. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's on it, can he get away? Musiala! Oh, that could be pivotal! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, it's an ending that's neither one thing nor the other. A win would have been ideal, but that was not to be. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, no matter what the result, Peter, I think the match was played in the right spirit. And now for next season and beyond.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us.
So there it is, everyone. It's finished four square.